It's British Columbia. Crisp mountain air. Crown land that extends from the USA border to the Arctic Circle. We are on the infamous outlaw run with the Traction E-Rag reprobates.
This here terrain will get you laughing like a little sick coyote.
The riding here in British Columbia is incredible. Around 94% of the province is Crown land, and you are allowed to ride most of it. So there's every chance you could ride from the USA border to the Arctic Circle if you had a big enough fuel tank. The unloading area features this great opportunity for some vertical face practice. I find this sort of thing very easy on the Beta Cross Trainer, but it's a bit nerve-wracking on this little 4-stroke. Will it stall at the critical point? I've actually been over the handlebars twice when fuel-injected 4-strokes decided to have a brain fart at the critical moment. Today we are hoping to climb to the summit of a nearby mountain. The first technical section starts here. It's hard getting used to a 4-stroke again after only riding 2 strokes for the last 5 years.
Woo! What a view!
I decide to show the guys my balancing skills.
Yeah, legs strapped though. I should say this is the infamous or famous Dan G of Kamloops. He just said it's a gold mine over there. White stuff's all the tailings. There are tunnels right under this mountain.
Well, what do you know? It's Meg's brat.
How good's this?
This is cool.
I'm on the Honda CRF 250 RX, which is technically a race bike, so it's not really made for this sort of riding. But there will be plenty of slow technical terrain this week, so it's time to adapt. 80% the rider, only 20% the bike. So they tell me. I'm not sure what this means exactly, but it's something to do with the cattle prod.
Shall I? Could you know? Yeah. Bring it here.
Yeah, piss again, Paul.
I was surprised to find that Canada actually has deserts. Much of this area is known as high desert, and there is nearby terrain that actually looks as though it's straight out of a cowboy movie shot in the desert. But for the most part, we are sticking to the wooded areas, as that's where the best riding is. If you want to learn how to hop over logs, there's plenty of practice around here. The amount of fallen trees is incredible, and the local club spends a lot of time clearing tracks. I'll just shut up for a minute and let you enjoy this single track. In many areas, you can just keep linking this up and ride till you are out of fuel. It'll take a while to get used to this bike. I stop a lot to film the other guys, then have to play catch up. And things regularly go wrong when I try to catch up again. Admittedly, I suck at trying to ride a bike fast nowadays. For 7 years now, I've just focused on trying to learn technical skills in slow, gnarly terrain. So this feels very weird. And the 4-stroke feels top heavy. Unfortunately, this is me trying to do my best speed on these tracks without crashing. The steep part of the climb to the summit is still a fair way off. We are only gradually gaining altitude, and regularly we get these stunning views.
Wow, now that's pretty. Damn.
And now the real climb starts. It's not too steep, but there are plenty of rocks to throw the bikes around. Traction is poor, and it's hard to get going again if you do come to a stop.
Oh, now that's fun. Yeah. Woo!
There was a fair bit of carnage up here for guys not used to rocky climbs. And plenty of guys were taking rest breaks on the way up.
Good afternoon. Nice. Wow. Check it out.
A tricky off-camber section here. Everyone takes it easy. You could potentially roll a long way down the hill over nasty rocks. And it would take ages to drag the bike back up again. We meet the first group on their return leg already. They tell us the views are great.
Beautiful.
What way you traveling? Not bad?
Not bad at all.
There's a final tricky bit here. There's the option of an easy road for the final section, but I'm finally coming to grips with constant clutch slipping on the RX. I hope. Woohoo! And finally, the summit.
Yeah, man.
Video. Hey, you guys gotta all tag it too. Oh yeah, you guys gotta tag it.
One of the few times we can do legal graffiti.
Homo had a thing. That's a.
Chuck Snowfall.
Oh, is that the?
You fuck until you can't, and then you play Jenga until you.
A huge shout out to the guys from the Greater Kamloops Motorcycle Association. Interested in joining us next Canadian summer? Visit the Traction ERAG website. And now I'll leave you with a final minute of some cowboy music again.